संस्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Today we will be seeing the life of Swami Saradananda ji Maharaj. Today is his birthday as per the Indian calendar. Bhagavan Shri Ramakrishna on one day in Dakshineshwar sat on the lap of Sharat Chandra Chakravarti, a college going boy. Somebody asked, "You are sitting on the lap of your disciple." Then he said, "I want to test how much weight he can bear." This is the first Shri Ramakrishna gave the indication that in future this Sharat is going to bear a lot of burden or a lot of work he will be doing for the incarnation of this age. Shri Ramakrishna's message will be spread, works will be done by him, contribution. So, another one vision in a vision, Shri Ramakrishna saw the Shashishikhananda Chakravarti and Sharat Chandra Chakravarti, two cousins, when they came to Dakshineshwar. He recognized them as Jesus Christ companion. He told somebody that they were the companion of Christ in the Christ incarnation. This we will see later how Swami Saradananda ji Maharaj also, when he goes to the Rome, he realized it and remembered the previous incarnation. So, as a burden bearer, Shri Ramakrishna tested him and tried to train the disciples. Every disciple we have seen is a unique life and unique contribution for the Ramakrishna Sangha. So each one had a different role, and for that role Shri Ramakrishna himself trained the disciple. From the childhood onwards, this Sharat Chandra Chakravarti was very calm, patient, loving, compassionate. These gunas, Daivi gunas, they come by themselves to the divine child. They are born for the purpose. Swamiji says that Shri Ramakrishna brought Sharat for his work. So, he was born on 23rd December 1865, almost 3 years younger to our Swami Vivekananda. The father's name Girish Chandra Chakravarti, mother's name is Neelamani Devi. His uncle Ishwar Chandra Chakravarti was a Shakta devotee and father of Shashi Bhushan Chakravarti. Shashi Maharaj was staying in the house of for the college studies. So both used to spend time in worshipping the gods and goddesses, chanting the hymns, and both had the religious inclination. So they both used to go to the Keshav Sen's Brahmo Samaj. This unselfish, loving heart we see in him when he had nursed a old maid servant, old lady who was working in the neighbor's house, and she contracted cholera. So the owner of the house had put that lady on the terrace so that because nobody should again get that disease. Nobody was serving, nobody was taking care of that lady. This our Sharat Maharaj came to know, and he nursed, he served till the last she died. Then the last rites also he performed. That was the zeal for serving others in the Sharat Chandra Chakravarti from the boyhood onwards. So his father wanted him to do medicine or pharmacy related because he had a pharmacy business. Then this side, Sharat and Shashi Maharaj, they both started visiting Dakshineshwar and taking the training on the meditation and the spiritual practices from him. This they have heard from the Keshav Chandra Sen's Indian Mirror in article Keshav Chandra Sen had written about Sri Ramakrishna. So through Keshav Chandra Sen only many educated young boys, they came to know of Sri Ramakrishna, and that is how the Swami Vivekananda, Swami Brahmananda ji, all these young college going boys, they started visiting Sri Ramakrishna and got attracted towards his purity and renunciation, love for God, etc., truthfulness, etc. So here one day Sri Ramakrishna was discussing about how the Calcutta people marrying their boys, their children at a young age, even they are in the high school, and they marry off their boys. Instead of that, the first person should develop the love for God, and then if they get into the household life, what happens? The troubles of the household life does not affect the person. So this way it was going on, and talking about renunciation, etc. So Sharat very much liked the idea, and one day Sri Ramakrishna was talking about Ganesha, praising Ganesha's brahmacharya, that he saw his mother in every woman, so he did not marry. In the north, Ganesha is the brahmacharya. So then Sharat Maharaj said, I also want to be like Ganesha only. I like Ganesha very much. My Ishta Devata Ganesha, ideal is Ganesha. Then Sri Ramakrishna immediately tells him, no, your ideal is Shiva. Your ideal is not Ganesha. What is Shiva? Shiva is nothing but the personification of sacrifice. We remember the story of ocean, the churning of the ocean, and so many things came out of it. And when the poison came, nobody wanted to take that. And everybody went to Mahadeva. Mahadeva said, yes, for the good of the universe, for the good of the world, for the good of others, I will take that poison. So that is the ideal, that is the Shiva's nature of the Shiva. So your ideal is unselfishness, service and sacrifice for others. So that spiritual training, meditation, the mantra diksha, what Sri Ramakrishna used to give, the way he used to. One day he could not meditate, then he pressed his index finger and between the eyebrows, and his mind got focused. So this way he started blessing or training the young devotees. Now Sharad's father is bit upset. He wanted the child should be doctor or at least pharmacist. So he admitted in the medical college. Here master contracted the cancer. For nursing the master, they shifted into Kashipur, and he saw that his studies are getting an obstacle, it is becoming an obstacle, it is a hurdle. So he left the college, he left the studies and started staying in the Kashipur garden house for serving the master. Now, before that itself, the father comes to Sri Ramakrishna and tells, you see, if you tell him to marry, because marriage is one thing, the person gets bind. Then once there is bind, then you cannot come out. So father wants the child should get married. You tell him to marry. Then when he was asking Sri Ramakrishna, Sharad Maharaj himself says, do you think if Sri Ramakrishna says I will marry? I will not marry. It is my decision. If he says, why should I marry? Then Sri Ramakrishna is happily, he says, you see what to tell now? I cannot tell him like this, because he himself is telling, even if I tell, he will not marry. So, better not to force. Like that, then the father, another, he brings, there is Jagan Mohan Tarkalankar, a family guru of them, a very scholarly person. He thinks, his father thinks that if the Jagan Mohan Tarkalankar argues with Sri Ramakrishna, and if Sri Ramakrishna gets defeated in the argument, then our Sharat will decide that the Guru is not so capable. He brings that Jagan Mohan Tarkalankar, and the moment he discusses with Sri Ramakrishna, Tarkalankar says to Sharad Maharaj's father, it is a very good fortune that such a Guru is got. It is very rare to get such a Guru. Don't disturb your child. So then things are settled. Father also accepted. On Kalpataru day, so in the Kashipur garden house, on Kalpataru day, all the devotees gets the blessing, be illumined. Here Sharat Maharaj and Latu Maharaj, other disciples, young disciples, they are cleaning the room, master's room. So somebody asked Sharat Maharaj, you have not come to get the blessings? Then he says, he is our own. Whatever we need, he will give us. Then we have seen that Elder Gopal Maharaj distributes, gives the ochre clothes, wanted to distribute. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, these are the real young sannyasis. If you give this, the renunciation is very fiery in these young boys. So he himself distributes, and Sharat Maharaj gets one of the ochre cloth and rosary. Now after the passing away of Sri Ramakrishna, Sharat Maharaj's father again wants to bring him back to home. He brings him somehow and locks him in the room. He is somehow not happy, locking in the room. One day his younger brother opened the lock and he simply walks out. The austerity and longing for the vision was in his mind. So they start traveling. Then he goes, the group of 2 or 3 brothers, say Turiyananji and Brahmanandaji, Turiyananji and Saradanandaji. In between they went to Adpur and then they performed the sannyasa ceremony. All that happened. So they started now on the pilgrimage, Puri, Ayodhya, Haridwar, Rishikesh. So the helping, even at the cost of one's own life, we see in many incidents are there. We cannot narrate, now the time is running. So there God lived with them. In this book you get or minimum incidents. There is a separate book on Swami Saradananda. So much of teachings, very subtle teachings we get because they have realized, they have seen God face to face. So their teachings, Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj says that our life, the life of direct disciples, is like Upanishads. The teachings of the Upanishad is, we have to understand at the meaning of each shloka. Here, when we read the incidents from their life, we understand the meaning of the Upanishadic truth. So the old woman was walking when they are going from Gangotri to Kedar, and there is a river. Our Sharat Maharaj saw that old lady is walking without a stick. Without a stick, those days, now also without stick nobody goes. Somehow her stick was lost or what. He gave her the stick which he was having, and in between he was about to fall in the river. Then only other people came to know that he has given up his own stick. Anyway, so these kind of small incidents which have been recorded are there. And one incident is there where he is also testing whether Sri Ramakrishna is with me, whether he is always present or is gracious towards me. So on the way, they are hungry. In the night time, he thinks on the tent, you see this, if I get in this cold weather, hot luchi, that is puri, and hot halwa, then I will believe that Sri Ramakrishna is with me. He will give me food like that. So next day morning after getting up, he is going going around in the market. In the market, while he was roaming, one shopkeeper called him, Babaji, please come. What happened? Babaji, aaiye, baithiye, please sit down and you take this puri, hot puri and halwa is there. No, we have 2 more people. No, those you leave it, now you sit and eat. No, I will bring them. First you sit, take this, eat. So he compelled Saradanandaji to eat then and there. And then he said, for those my 2 companions, can you give? That I cannot give. Now you go. This is the grace and the presence Sri Ramakrishna gave every time, whenever even devotees, many times we come across such experiences that really he is present with us. Anyway, so like this, after coming back in 1892, one incident comes. It does not get angry, but one day he got angry when he saw that cook is taking the food into the shrine and the marks are put on the floor. So his muddy footprints are there. Then he shouted and asked the person, call that cook. So by the time cook came, sir, you have called me? Yes, I called. What happened? Oh no, you can go. So by the time the cook came, in 1 or 2 minutes, maybe his anger got subsided. That type of sthita prajna, that type of person who is not able to find fault with others, who is able to accommodate every person, all the monks, novices, all the people who are of different temperament, if they are not able to adjust somewhere, they will go to him and tell their difficulty, and Sharat Maharaj will give the way. Different, there are records of different Swamijis that the temperament of a person, if it is not suitable for particular work or particular thing, the Sharat Maharaj used to very much sympathetic and help that person. Anyway, Swamiji has gone to, in 1893 we have heard, we have seen that in the Chicago Parliament of Religions. After that, in 1896, Swamiji calls him for the work in the Western countries. Then our Sharat Maharaj helps the writing for Professor Max Muller. He gives the article that which is written in the Life and Sayings of Sri Ramakrishna by Professor Max Muller. Swamiji introduces him and asks him to prepare the draft. Here he is staying with one of the devotee in the US and giving lectures. So every day Miss MacLeod and one another devotee is asking him. They asked every day morning, Swami, did you sleep well? Swami, did you sleep well? Every morning. So it was going on. Then during one of the speeches, Miss MacLeod slept a little. In the speeches, normally the devotees get deep sleep, So after this speech is over, he goes to the Miss MacLeod and asks, did you sleep well? So this this way, the acquaintance and the person's familiarity was in his nature itself. People used to be very much kind of friendly or cordial. Now, one of the incident in the US where Mrs. Wheeler had seen Sri Ramakrishna in a dream and was searching for that person, where this person in India or in East, because after seeing that, she had got some kind of peace for her this thing. And when Sharat Maharaj came to her house, the photo of Sri Ramakrishna was seen by her. And there Sharat Maharaj understood that even before I came, Sri Ramakrishna came here, and Sri Ramakrishna himself is preaching. We are thinking that we have come here and preaching, but Sri Ramakrishna came before me. So days go on, and in February 1898, after his 2.5 years maybe, after 1896 to 1898 February, Saradananda ji Maharaj came back to India because Swamiji wanted him to be General Secretary of Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission. Then Swamiji had gone with the Western disciples in Kashmir. There he was not well, So he called Sharat Maharaj to Srinagar. While going to Srinagar in the Rawalpindi, this horse carriage, in front of the horse carriage, landslide happened. And everything, the whole carriage, in the carriage Maharaj was sitting. The coachman, etc., was simply thrown away, and horse was completely on the spot died. This horse carriage was hanging on the one tree, and somehow Maharaj came down and took this coachman, nursed him, and then went to Srinagar. So this way, in every action, we see that the compassion for the people and serving others at the cost of his own life. So General Secretaryship from 1898 to 1927 for 30 years. In between, in 1900, with the permission from Holy Mother, he took Tantric Sannyasa from Ishwar Chandra Chakravarti, Shashi Maharaj's father. So he wanted to see Divine Mother in all feminine form, all women form. He wanted to see Divine Mother. Afterwards, he tells in the Shakti Puja, there is a book written by him, that by the grace of the Divine Mother, I could see the Divine Mother in all feminine forms. So, this Sharat Maharaj's life actually very big life. In the childhood days, meeting with the master, then he is going to Europe, America, then coming back, his austerities, traveling, then General Secretary. Then comes a new chapter of Udbodhan. The mother says, he is my burden bearer. Sri Ramakrishna, the way Sri Ramakrishna says, he will be able to bear the burden. I want to see how much. In the same manner, we see that mother, first Yoganandaji serves the mother, then our Trigunatitanandaji. And after Trigunatitanandaji goes away to the US, it falls on the Sharat Maharaj, even before that. So, Sharat Maharaj has seen that mother is coming to the Calcutta, but no place to stay. He purchases a house by taking a loan. Sannyasi taking a loan on his own guarantee, personal guarantee. Builds the house, and 1908, a new house for the even Udbodhan and for the mother. So one more house, 1909, he builds for in Jairam Vati also for the mother. So mother says, he is like a Vasuki. So wherever I go, he is like protecting me. Wherever water is pouring, he spreads his umbrella to protect me. That's what the great this thing. Mother is very much fond of, because so much meticulous service. Whatever she wants or whatever is in her mind, before that itself, Sharat Maharaj tries to do that. One day, one person went rashly, ignoring Sharat Maharaj, to see the mother. And while coming back, he was thinking that he will definitely scold me. Then Sharat Maharaj says, he asks mother also, that boy, that what will happen? No, then the mother says, no, Sharat will not scold you, don't worry. Then Sharat embraces that person. Why do you think that I will scold? Unless and until you have that kind of longing to see the mother, how you will be able to see the mother? This longing, what is required? This yearning is what is required. And in that Udbodhan, we know that he has written Shri Shri Ramakrishna Leela Prasanga, the Shri Ramakrishna, the great master, which is authentic biography, or it is a, they say in Bengali literature, it is a model how biography can be written in a different manner. In that he says, he has written a Sadhak Bhava, Guru Bhava. He writes that nothing beyond my spiritual experience has been recorded in the book. Whatever is written in this book is experienced by himself. The experiences he is writing about Sri Ramakrishna's experiences. But in the preface, he writes, whatever I have written is experienced by me. So, that humility, at the same time, authenticity is seen in the great master Sri Ramakrishna. There are 1920, mother passes away. Then he says, as if I have lost the strength. I do not have that type of zeal. In 1922, when Swami Brahmananda ji passes away, he says, as if I have lost my intellect. I am not now able to think beyond. So, not having any interest, no inclination. If only in 1925, it is a record, in 1925 when Swami Shuddhananda ji and Nikhilananda ji with Swami Saradananda ji Maharaj goes to Varanasi, and Shuddhananda ji requests our Saradananda ji Maharaj that if you dictate, the last portion is remaining, if you dictate, Nikhilananda will write. Then okay, no problem. They take the board, they cannot. They could not write. And then Saradananda ji Maharaj says, it is only if Sri Ramakrishna wishes, then only I will be able to complete this book. Otherwise, whatever I have written, this is complete. So, we see this great life. He has understood. There are so many incidents. In the 30 years of general secretaryship, there are so many hurdles. The British time, British government, and the Indians are slaves. They treated them just as slaves. So, the revolutionaries, when they started reading Swami Vivekananda's works, they got inspiration, and they found the British people, they found the police, found Swami Vivekananda works are there with the revolutionaries. They started coming to the mutt. This is your book. You have published these books. You are publishing to instigate the young people against the British government. So they started commenting in one, this thing, they commented in a different manner. Ramakrishna Mission is supporting the revolutionary or against the British, something like that. Then the support to the Ramakrishna Mission started reducing. Then slowly, Swami Saradananda ji, with the suggestion or the advice from Holy Mother, directly wrote a letter to that governor. Then the governor apologized. I did not mean that Ramakrishna Mission is doing like that. But some people, in the name of Ramakrishna Mission or Swami Vivekananda, they are doing the harm to the British government, which we were objecting, something like that. So, in this manner, there are a number of obstacles to run the organization smoothly. Service activities were increasing in those days, in his period. Managing those service activities, managing the manpower, coordinating the things, all that he has done. Writing of the Shri Shri Ramakrishna Leela Prasanga took 10 years. In the 10 years of duration, say 1908 or 1909 to 10 years down the line. So, General Secretaryship also, this way, unless and until the person has some kind of sthitaprajna lakshana, or the realization, God realization, or the command from the master, these things are really difficult. So, it is, that is why Swamiji says that Sri Ramakrishna brought the sharat for his work. So, with this, in the last contribution and the greatest in the history of Ramakrishna Math and Mission, 1926 he conducted a convention, and in that convention of Ramakrishna order he delivered two speeches. One is Ramakrishna Mission, its past, present and future, on the 1st April 1926, and on the 3rd April I think he delivered the ideas, ideals and activities of the Ramakrishna Mission. These two speeches, we still are having it as a kind of guiding force for our order. And during his last days, he understood that now his time is over. On last day, last day means not exactly last day, 6th August, before 6th August. 6th August 1927, he went to the shrine, meditated. After half an hour he came out, again he went inside, again meditated, again went inside, stood in front of the mother, prayed to mother, again went out, again came, again stood in front of Sri Ramakrishna. It happened like this for 3 to 4 hours. Then he went to his room. Next day morning, his speech is gone. He had an attack, a stroke. Doctor told he had a stroke, and then he could not speak. Then after a few days, he was smiling, etc. On 19th August 1927, he breathed his last. So he was in that time he was in the Udbodhan, then the body was brought, and that moment when he passed away, the Shivanandaji Maharaj, Mahapurush Maharaj, heard the voice in the Belur Math, Taragda, I am leaving for Kashi. So these are all the unique and wonderful life for us to discuss, for us to introspect, and again these their teachings, especially there is very no time, teachings, several teachings deep in the Bhagavad Gita, what we are reading, karmanya, karmana, the person, action in inaction and inaction in action, we see in his activities, in his actions, in his all the works. So let us pray to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, Swamiji and Swami Saradananda Ji Maharaj, so that they will bless us and give us the devotion for them and the knowledge. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampartha Drutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.